Okay, so in this video what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through the process of how to add your client as an editor of the website so that they can update the pages that have been created in the content, perhaps add new images and things such as that. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to add them to the website, but we're also going to show you how to change their capabilities, because there's certain areas of the website that you don't want them to be able to access and you don't want them to be able to change, such as the themes, maybe the widgets, tools, things like that. So we're going to change the capabilities, and the other thing we're going to do in this video is that we're going to do what's known as white labeling the admin section. So what we're going to do is remove all the instances of the sort of WordPress logo and branding and replace that with our client's branding as well, and we're just going to simplify the whole admin area and make it much more simple and easier for your client, and much more of a kind of simple content management system layout. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. So the first thing we want to do is install a couple of plugins. So if you see here, I'm in the plugins section, and what we want to do is click add new, and the first plugin we want to add is the capabilities manager. So if you put in capability and click search plugins, and it's this capability manager enhanced, and then we'll install that. And we'll activate the plugin. And the next plugin we want to add is a plugin called White Label CMS. And it's this one here, White Label CMS, and click install now and click OK. Okay, and then we activate the plugin. Okay, so that's the White Label CMS and the Capability Manager plugins installed. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to edit the capabilities for our client. So if we go to users and role capabilities, and then the role we want to choose is the editor, and click load, and you can see that the editor role is already pre-configured, and some of this you'll want to change. Now it depends entirely on what agreement you have with your client in terms of the package that have been sold. So for example, if I'm selling a website package to my client, normally it's based on the number of pages that the client gets. That's just the way it's done in my part of the world. It may be different where you are. So for example, I quote, for example, a 6-page website and or a 10-page website, or whatever it may be. So if I've quoted for that, I don't want to give my client access to be able to just keep adding pages as they want. Certainly they want to be able to edit the pages that have already been created, but I want them to have to come back to me if they want to increase the number of pages in their website or add more functionality, because then it's repeat business. So that's why we changed the capabilities of the editor role. So for example, here the editing capabilities We want them to be able to edit posts and edit pages, especially if you've included a blog functionality for your client. Edit others, we'll leave that as is, because so that they're able to edit any content that I've added. I want to take off the ability to publish pages, which is already removed. I want to allow them to publish posts because they've got a blog functionality in this one. Edit published is fine, edit private is fine as well, and the categories is okay. Deletion capabilities, I've already deselected the ability to delete pages because we don't want them to allow to delete pages. We want to keep that as an admin function. They can delete their own posts, that's fine, and they can delete published posts as well. So those are fine, and we want them to be able to moderate comments, upload files, that's all fine as well. So then we just click Save Changes. Okay, and then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to white label the admin section. And the way we do that is if we go to Settings and go to White Label CMS, you come to these settings here, and this lets us brand the website and change again access to certain areas. So if we click on branding, we want to hide the WordPress logo. Then we can add our own logo, or rather the logo of our client. So I click Upload, select the files, see if I can find, there we go. So this is a 16 by 16 pixel logo that I've done. Click Use this image, and this will replace the WordPress icon up here. We want to add a dashboard logo, so again I'll upload that. I'm just using the same logo that I have created for there we go, for the login page. I'll show you that in a second. Okay, and then click Use this image. And then I can replace the dashboard heading. If I don't want it to say dashboard, I can brand it with my client's name. In this case, my client business name is Little Must Haves. Custom footer logo, I can put that in if I want. I'm just leaving that blank just now. Developer website URL, I can put my own website in there and my own business name in there as well. Hide WP version, click yes to that. Make background colour white, this is for the login panel, we'll select yes to that as well. And then the custom logo for the login, again so that it removes the default WordPress logo. So again, there we go. And then click Use this image. This section here is for any custom login CSS, we don't have any. And custom page titles, again this replaces the WordPress and the admin. Again we'll just change that to Little Must Have as well, and we will save all those changes. Okay, and you can see it's already removed the WordPress logo from here. Next is dashboard panels. So these are the panels you see when you click on dashboard. So we want to remove the right now, remove recent comments, hide the other dashboard panels, yes. Show the dashboard to admin, that's important, we want to keep that, yep. Remove empty dash panel, yes, we want to remove that as well. We want to add our own welcome panel, so if we click that and make that visible to our client, which is the editor, we can have a custom message in here. So welcome to your new website, we can put in a custom message, and this accepts HTML code as well. So for example, if you wanted to embed a video, then you can do that, instructions, anything at all. you can add that into this section here, and you also have the option for a second panel as well. And we can also as well add an RSS dashboard panel. Now this is where if you want to display your blogs, so your business blogs RSS feed, you can do that as well. So you just put in all the details there if you wish. I won't be doing that in this example, but you can certainly do that for your own client sites. Click Save Changes. Admin settings. Okay, so enable login URL to redirect. We want to select yes, so that our clients can just put the website URL /login to log into their admin section rather than have to put wp-login. Now you need to make sure that your permalinks are set correctly for that, and we'll double check that after we set these settings. Hide nag update. We want to hide that as well, so if there's any new versions of WordPress, we'll just hide that. We'll hide the help box and the screen options. Meta boxes, for the posts and pages, you can select which meta boxes are displayed. We won't change that for this example, but you can certainly do that if you wish. And we will just click Save Changes. And then the menus, we'll select website. We've got the option here, hide posts. As this client will be having a blog, we don't want to hide posts. We want them to see the media menu. That's fine. We'll hide the links menu. Keep the pages menu because so that they can edit their existing pages. Hide the comments and hide the tools. That's fine. And we want to restrict access to the appearance menu, so we'll just select no. If you wanted to allow them access to the appearance menu, you could select yes and then select which elements you want to allow them access to, but for this example we'll just click no, and then we click Save Changes. Okay, so that's the white label CMS settings. So the next thing we want to do is add our client. So to do that, go to Users and Add New. Give the client a username. For this we'll just call it, we'll just put owner. Email, just put this. Obviously you put in the correct email address, name, last name, website, put in a password. And then select send the password to the new user by email, and then make sure we select the role of editor and click add new user. So it's really that simple to add your client as a user once you've set everything else up. The other thing we want to do, as I say, is we want to just make sure some of the other settings are fine. For example, if we go to settings and permalinks, we want to make sure they're selected as post name so that the URLs are correct, so that you get the domain name slash whatever the page name may be rather than a series of numbers and letters. And then you want to also make sure that you go through and check the rest of these settings. For example, the general setting, all the details are correct here, time zones, reading, that we've got the static home page set correctly, and if there's a blog you set which pages to display the blog settings. Discussion tab, this is if you want to remove the ability for people to leave comments, which I've done here. And you've got obviously your media and your privacy. Make sure your privacy tab here is set to allow search engines to index that site. Very, very important. And that's about it for this. So that's a quick run through of how to edit the capabilities of your client and how to white label it. What we'll do now is we'll log out and we will log in as the owner, and you can see here that already the default WordPress logo is gone. and if we put in the name, owner, and password and click login, and you can see here that the admin panel for our client is completely different now compared to what we see. There's our custom box here that would have your custom message or a video showing them around their site, the link back to our site, and if you had set it up there would be the RSS feed here from your own blog. And we've got the option for posts, media and pages, and their own profile, but there's no access to any of the other elements of the site, which is what you want. So that's it for this video. So a quick run through of how to add your client, how to adjust their capabilities as to what they can do within the site, and also how to white label the website and add their branding to it as well. In the last video we will show you how to duplicate the site from the local host and how to upload it and put it onto your client's domain name.